So I was saying how before, the phone started tripping. So one of the things I talked about was like how, like, over the last couple of weeks, man, I truly have been sitting down, not just looking at what's been said on TV, but I've been analyzing what has happened in the past. I've analyzed some of the things that's going on. I love going beneath the surface, right? Because it's like I just told the trappers, for the people on live who tapping in, one of the things I just told them was, the situation is kind of scary when they keep denying the fact of what it is, right? Like when they don't want to be upfront and tell us, like, yeah, this is what it is. They always come with these things. So if you notice, I put up a post today on Instagram, right, trappers? And, it was me, like I have a love, like I'm going to be real, like I have a love for teaching finances. I have a love for teaching first generation millionaires. I have a love for teaching first generation wealth builders because I know there's power in that. Right? I know that there's power in that. My goal, I'm not going to lie, y'all, and if I'm going to be real truthful with y'all, my goal is not to I can't make everybody billionaires. I can't make everybody millionaires. I can't do that, right? I'm going to just keep it real. So my goal is never to highlight I've made so many millionaires. I'm going to be real with you. My goal on the journey is to set people free. Because freedom looks different to everybody. You feel what I'm saying? So my highlight will never be, man, I made better than millionaires. That sounds good, but here's why that doesn't even equate to freedom. Because if I teach you how to be a millionaire and I haven't helped you heal the financial trauma, if I teach you how to be a millionaire and I haven't taught you how to not like be a slave, then all I did was made you a rich slave. See, when you broke, right? Hear what I'm about to say. When you broke and when you think you broke, you don't have the opportunity and you don't have the finances to go buy all the vices that you have. Right? You don't have time to indulge in all the BS that you would normally indulge in if you had $1 million. Right? So what happens is, if I can teach you how to heal the financial trauma, right? If I can teach you how to have a healthy relationship with money, if I can teach you how to invest with confidence, then I can set you free. If I can set you free, then the world is yours. The world is yours. I'm going to be real with you. I truly know people right now, y'all. Like, I know people right now who on the surface are 100% millionaires. But if you pop the hood up on the trunk, it's a lemon. Right? If you look at it from the outside, you like, oh, that's popping right there. That's popping. But when you pull the hood up, it's a lemon. It's a lemon. Right? So you're like, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. Like, that ain't my goal, y'all. Like, that ain't Trap's goal. Can everybody be millionaires? 100%. But there's a and it's not even much nothing that I'm saying. I want us to look at the data and the stats. Right? The data and the stats tell us that what I'm saying is truthful. Here's the data and the stats. 85% of people who win the lottery are broke in 5 to 10 years. That's a stat. That ain't even much just me. That's a stat. That's data. That's, you know what I'm saying? Data. I'm going to always let the data lead me. 85% of the people who hit the lottery. I'm talking about getting more money than you ever seen. I'm talking about if I had that, I would do this. That type of people. That's the type of people that hit the lottery. If that would have been me, this would have happened. If that would have been me, I would have did this different. I don't know how they would. 85% of the people hit the lottery go broke. There's a reason behind that. Because when you got more money than you ever seen before in your life, you can buy all the BS that you always thought you wanted. And the great part about America is they never stop producing bullshit for you to buy. The more money you have, the more stuff you can buy. Right? The more money you have, the more stuff you can buy. Right? And here's the thing, in your head, you don't think you can spend $10 million until you've spent $10 million. Right? In your head, you don't think you can spend $20 million until you've spent $20 million. The worst part about that is, check this out. The worst part about that is this. Once you spend it, because you ain't worked for it, you don't know how to get it back. Because you ain't learned how to invest, because you ain't know how to do this, now you don't know how to get it back. Okay, let's dig a little deep. I want to get into the numbers component to show y'all why I love what I do. Right? There's a reason why so many athletes and entertainers, after their career, go broke. You can only be the 20-year-old athlete once. You can only be the 25, 30, 25, 24, 23-year-old athlete once. Once you hit 32, 33, 34, you don't have the same athleticism. And so because you don't have the same athleticism, you're not getting a $200 million contract. You're not getting an $80 million contract. You're not getting a $90 million contract. So now, them spending habits, you feel what I'm saying? You feel me? You feel me? Entertaining. Rap. The music ain't bumping the same what, like when you had the hot song, it ain't bumping the same 15, 10 years later. Everybody can't be whole. Everybody can't be like that. Right? So now when some people fall off, you're like, damn, like I ain't heard from your boy no more. Right? I want us, like, so for me, the money is abundant, y'all. The money is abundant. The money is overflowing. But my goal as the Wall Street trapper, my goal is to help you to 100%, hear me out, build wealth one share at a time. My goal, 100%, is to help you heal financial trauma. Right? My goal is to help you become a first-generation millionaire or a first-generation wealth builder. That's my goal. Because here's the thing. If I help you heal your financial trauma, guess what happens? I better your relationship with money. If I better your better relationship with money, now you don't have a toxic relationship with money. You have a healthy relationship with money. If I can help you identify how to have a healthy relationship with money, now you can have a healthy marriage with money. Now your money can serve you at the highest level. Y'all with me right quick? If I can get your money to serve you at the highest level, now what I can do is I can help you become a better investor. I can help you build confidence in your investment decisions. I can help you now pass on healthy financial habits to your kids instead of giving them financial trauma. Right? So let's talk about some of the financial trauma that we pass down to our kids. IG, y'all getting a little live right now. I'm telling you, I'm about to cut this off and talk to my people for a second here. Like, we about to go in. Here's some of the, if you ever did this as a parent, this is a form of financial trauma. If you've ever told your kids about the sacrifices you made for them as a parent, that's financial trauma. Oh, shit. I done stepped on some people's toes with that one. If you've ever told your kids about the sacrifices you've made for them as a parent, you 100% have financial trauma. You know why? The children asked you to do that. They didn't ask you for that. You decided to bring them here. I don't got to know about the sacrifices you made for me. You brought me here. You were supposed to do that. I never applauded a fish for swimming. Ain't no aspects to that, man. You telling your children about you ungrateful, you don't realize the sacrifice. You supposed to do that. That's what called, that's a parent. That's a parent. That's being a parent. Ain't no aspects to that. Ain't no this is a certain, it's just parenting. What I like telling my daughter, you ought to be lucky I'm doing. No, I'm a parent. I'm creating an environment and an atmosphere in which I want you to live. And through my parenting, I embed in you gratitude. through my parenting, I embed in you gratitude. I embed in you appreciation. I embed that in you. You gotta teach your children. So if you keep telling your children you won't appreciate, you ain't. I made these sacrifices for you. That ain't. Because my mom and them ain't do that to me. That is financial trauma. You want them to be appreciative of what you doing for them because somebody ain't do it for you. You feel me? So I want us to understand that, right? I want us to understand how, like, we have to, like, heal the financial trauma so we can move on, right? So as we go on, man, I was just thinking to myself, like, how, once we healed that, I was thinking about, okay, like, this is the time we in. These are the things that's going on in the world right now. And if we don't, we aren't prepared. Right? So I put up a post today, and the post said that, 7 out of 10 people have, their savings has decreased by 30%. Right? I'm lying. It says 30% of Americans. No, it said, yeah. And then it says 7 out of 10 people are living check to check. Right? So here's the dope part about that. So America told us that, we have a strong jobs report, right? And so for me, I'm like, yeah, we do have a strong jobs report, but we lost over 30 million jobs during the pandemic. So yes, jobs are coming back, but here's why, another reason why, because multiple people are having to work double job because they can't afford where things are right now. Right? So let's dig a little deeper into that, right? The dollar has lost 15% of its value from 2019. What does that mean? That means in 2019, what cost you $100 in 2022 now costs you $115. Right? What cost you $100 in 2019 now costs you $115.90. Let me be exact, right? This is me popping the hood up, digging a little deeper, because I want us to understand the time, the place, and the situation that we in. Trappers, if you're in a group right now, I want you to get your pen and a pad, because once I get off this Instagram live, I got some questions, I got some homework for y'all to do. Right? I got some questions and I got some homework. I got some deep questions I'm going to ask y'all, and I got some homework I want y'all to do. Right? But I want us to think about that. So if what cost me $100 in 2019 now costs me $115.90, that means if we look at a higher scale, rent is higher, gas is higher, food is higher, clothing is higher, right? And they show the places where the inflation is at the most. Is at the gas tank and is at the food. That's where it's at the most. So here's what happens. Of course, job numbers are up. Inflation is at 9.16%. I need to get another job because I can't afford it. I couldn't afford it I was making it in 2019, but in 2022, because everything up 15%, of course I got to get another job. Look at that. Somebody said, what cost me $900 in 2019 is costing me $2,020 today. That is the cost. That is inflation at its finest. So of course the job number is going to be up. Right? Of course you're going to see strong job growth. What are you comparing it to? You're comparing job growth to the 40 million jobs you lost during the pandemic. Of course, if you have 18 million more jobs came back, it looked like job growth. But we ain't never surpassed where we was at in 2019. We haven't did that yet. So it really isn't job growth. Right? It really is it really job growth? Right? Because we aren't back to the levels we were at in 2019. So I want y'all to understand that while numbers don't lie, they can be manipulated or misinterpreted. Right? They can be manipulated and misinterpreted. So for us, I want us to truly understand this, y'all. Like, if you truly like, how many people here right now? Let me ask you a question. In Trappers Anonymous, that's a fact. He said, man, I ain't even thought about that. That's a fact, right? In Trappers Anonymous and on this live, I want y'all to ask me this question. Who is serious about building wealth? And after I answer that, Trappers, we're going to start class. We're going to start this live because it was on my heart and I want to talk to y'all. Right? So get y'all a pen in y'all pad. I'm going to give Instagram about another 5-10 minutes, right? Who in here on Instagram Live or in Trappers Anonymous is truly serious about building wealth? Right? Me. I see a lot of me's. Here's what I want you to understand. You cannot be serious about wealth if you do not at least learn basic economics. You cannot be serious about building wealth if you don't want to learn basic economics. Right? Like, you want to be serious about wealth, but if you're not paying attention to things like what are the 4 economic cycles, you're not paying attention to when the economy moving a certain way. You need, well, hey, I may be heavy stocks right now. Maybe I need to shift to real estate here. Maybe I need to do a little, like, if you're not understanding how the market moves in the economy, moves in America, then you're not serious about building wealth. So I need you to ask yourself that question, am I serious about wealth? Right? Khadija said, my trap masters know because we talk about economics. Like, you got to understand this. You got to understand what's the correlation between bonds and stocks. You got to understand that. What are interest rate increases? How does that apply to me as a stock investor? How does that apply to me as a real estate investor? Do I need to go defensive sometime? If the market is going a certain way, do I need to be defensive? If I'm going to be defensive, what stocks or what assets are better for me in a defensive environment? Right? So I want y'all to understand, like, it's more to me than just saying, like, so for me, I love stocks, right? And because I love stocks will always be where the majority of my wealth is going to be at. Because I love it. It's going to be where the majority of my wealth is going to be at. But I'm never going to take out crypto. I'm never going to take out real estate. Right? I'm never not going to say I'm not going to invest it. I'm never not going to look for a business to buy or to partner with somebody on. Right? Or build another business on my own. Right? Right? You feel me? So I truly want us to understand, we got to play the game from different ways, y'all. We got to play the game from different ways. So I definitely want to say that, right? So Travis, let's get in. I got some things I want to talk to y'all about tonight. If you in here right now, man, shout out to everybody on the live right quick. What's good? Definitely about to trap in with the Trappers right quick, man. If you want to join this, man, just click the link in my bio. Go to Trappers Anonymous. It's 47.